Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Saw this topic making the rounds on social media, Twitter, Reddit, and I wanted to do a video talking about it myself, and that's the idea of the PlayStation Network launcher being possible on PC. Essentially something akin to Epic Game Store, Xbox's own app that is available. Xbox's app is interesting because they offer all their games on their own app, but then they also release their games on Steam, their own app through Xbox Game Pass. So there's actually a variety of different things you have to assess when you talk about the idea. And the talking point of this comes from a job listing that is actually a little bit older. I don't know why it came up again, but this has been a job application and a listing that Sony has had for a while. It's the Director and Product Management of PC Game Experiences. And one note on the article, or excuse me, on the job listing itself notes, this role will be asked to take the lead on the overall PC gaming experience for PlayStation, including the leadership and responsibility to implement and deliver to our players worldwide, lead and evolve the PlayStation game experience roadmap for all game-related experiences, including SDK development, client application experiences, as PlayStation Network platform integration. So, obviously, a lot of jargon to somebody as stupid as myself wouldn't understand. However, I did get a couple of notes out of that, and the idea of a client application and PlayStation Network platform integration definitely, in my head, when I initially read that, the light bulb that went off in my head was the idea of a PlayStation launcher. Now, if you guys don't actually know, there is already a PlayStation app on PC. It's a little app called the PlayStation Now app. It is the most atrocious thing that I think I've ever used. Maybe that's a little bit of a stretch, but it is god-awful. It is terrible. So if they want to take that and make it quite a bit better, hey, that'd be great, because I think a lot more people are going to be signing up to PS Now through PlayStation Plus Premium. Hopefully, the game streaming is still offered through on PC as well. As big of a meme game streaming is, it'd be, I guess it would be another benefit of signing up to that application. And, with Xbox Game Pass, Ultimate, you do get Game Pass on PC and Xbox One. So if PlayStation could extend their subscription service onto PC as well, that is a reason why I can see them bringing the service, bring a launcher, trying to make it good on PC as well. Either you make your own launcher or a new launcher, or you just evolve that PS Now app that's available, which is just an atrocious app, but you can make it better. Couple things to note as well. You gotta look at what Sony's game plan here is with the subscription service. It's not the Microsoft model of it releasing games day one. So you're never going to get that, at least not anytime in the near future, on PC. And the Sony and PlayStation, they're not releasing their games day one on PC anyway, and they're not releasing their games day one on this subscription service either. They're still doing these standalone $70 releases. So what is the idea of these $70 releases? Well, it's to rake in the most amount of money possible, and that's the idea of dropping your Days Gones, your Horizons, and your, what was the other game? God of War on PC. It's about making the most money possible off that release. Now, wouldn't you be thinking, hey, isn't that the idea of every game release? To an extent, yes, but they go about it in different ways. If you look at an Epic Game Store acquiring exclusives and it being exclusive to the Epic Game Store, it's an investment for the long term in hopes of people getting onto Epic Game Store as a platform. If you're talking about Microsoft dropping all their games on Xbox Game Pass day one, again, another investment. Yeah, they're offering these games that they probably could make more money on just selling them as standalone games, but they're not. They're instead taking it and investing it for the future. The fact we could play Halo Infinite's campaign and Forza Horizon 5 probably wasn't in the best interest in Microsoft's financials in the immediate future, but however, again, Game Pass is an investment for the long term. and an investment that it's up in the air. Some people think it's going to work out great. I kind of am in that camp, but you saw what happened with Netflix recently, which does definitely worry me a little bit. And some people definitely do think that, hey, that model isn't sustainable. Sony's got the right idea of dropping these $70 games in and out, and that's the way to go. From a consumer standpoint, if I just talk about it as a consumer, bro, give me that subscription service all day long. I want to be able to pay $10 a month and play day one releases. Oh hell yeah, I love Game Pass as a subscription service. It's awesome. I don't care if Microsoft's making money. Let them invest into the future until I'm dead and let me play all my games day one, $10 a month. And as far as the PlayStation launcher goes, kind of went on a tangent there. You could bring it over to PC, and if you have that PlayStation Classics, if you have those games downloadable, and if you can get a lot of offerings on PC downloadable, and you're saying, hey, this is a subscription service for us, download our launcher, I think that'll work. If Sony's gonna continue going the route of that they're going, where these games are coming out, 3 years, 2 years, a year even after, and it's on PC, $60, $70, whatever it ends up being, $50, $60, $70, and then you remove them from other platforms, and you're like, bruh, you want to play Horizon? Go download the PSN launcher, and you can play Horizon 3 years after it comes out. Like, I don't think that's gonna work. I just don't think that's gonna work for anybody, and you're significantly going to limit the amount of people that are gonna play the game. I so wish we had numbers for how many people are buying these new releases on the Epic Games Store, but, yeah, we don't, but, like, I could just tell that had a Final Fantasy VII Remake been released on Steam, it would have performed much better, as would be the case with a lot of the Square Enix releases. But nonetheless, that's where I'm at. I think if they are gonna bring the subscription service itself over to PC, much like Microsoft, hey, release that application that's gonna be good, and you can tie your subscription service into it. I would hope, much like Microsoft, that when they release their big games on PC as well, it would also be on other platforms. Hey, drop it on Steam, drop it on GOG, drop it on the Epic Games Store, whatever you want to do. I believe Microsoft games are only on Steam. They're actually not on any other platform, but nonetheless, you guys get the idea. But at no point do I see a PSN launcher being a thing and it being the same story of us on PC. We're getting these games 2 to 3 years down the line, and they're exclusive to this said PSN launcher. Like, no boss, bro. That ain't gonna happen. Maybe Sony can try that for like 16 months. It'll absolutely flop, and then they'll go back to Steam and the other platforms. I just don't think a PSN launcher, especially what we know about Sony and how they've done with the PS Now app. Like, nah, that ain't happening. That ain't gonna fly. And I don't think Sony's got that in their head either. Either they're gonna try to migrate PlayStation Plus Premium onto PC as well, which I think that would be pretty cool. Hey, that service, while it's not as good as Xbox Game Pass, the roster of games on there look pretty good. And if you're gonna be able to get those games downloadable on PC as well, that'd be pretty solid. And obviously with like the PS2 classic games, the PS1 classic games, those games you can get downloadable on PC, no problem. And honestly, at the end of the day, you can get all those games downloadable on PC. It wouldn't be that difficult. I mean, it would be a little bit of an undertaking, don't get me wrong, but it could, you could get a significant benefit out of it if you can create a full-fledged subscription service that you can parlay on a PC release as well. I don't know if Sony's looking to make that kind of investment on the PC platform. I think in their eyes, it probably is a little easier and more effective right now. Start a little small, work on a game at a time instead of migrating an entire subscription service over. I think that's a significant undertaking that I just don't know if Sony's willing to commit to right now. I think the idea of just, hey, one game here, one game there, couple games a year, I think that makes the most sense to me. But let me know what you guys think. I know I rambled. Hopefully this video was easy enough to follow because I was a little bit all over the place. At the end of it, if Sony continues the way that they're doing and they're releasing these games one at a time every, 6 to 8 months, or 6 months, let's just say every 6 months, I just don't think they're going to do a PlayStation Network launcher. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, if they want to migrate their subscription service that's upcoming onto PC, create a app much like Microsoft has with the Xbox app, have the subscription service on there, get a lot of those games downloadable on PC as well, hey, I could definitely see that being a thing. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.